Hello children, today in maths we will start with lesson number 3, HCF and LCM. We have already studied about prime numbers, composite numbers and co-prime numbers. Let's recall once again. Prime numbers. A number which is divisible by either 1 or the number itself is called a prime number. That is, it has only two factors, 1 and the number itself. Some examples are there. Some examples of prime numbers are 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, etc. Practice set 10, question number 3 says the prime numbers from 25 to 100. So the prime numbers from 25 to 100 are as follows: 29, 31, 37, 41, 43, 47, 53, 59, 61, 67, 71, 73, 79, 83, 89, 97. So these are the numbers till 100 which are prime numbers which have only the factors 1 and the number itself. In the next question, that is question number 6 of the same practice set, it's asked write the number which is even prime number. So the even prime number is 2. 2 is the even prime number. Next we have is composite numbers. A number which can be represented as the product of two or more numbers is called composite numbers. That means a number which is having more than two factors. More than two factors is 1 and the number itself, and there are other factors also. For example, we have factors of 4 are 1, 2 and 4. So 4 is a composite number. The next example is 6. Factors of 6 are 1, 2, 3 and 6. 1 is neither a prime nor a composite number. This is a very important thing to remember. Next we have is co-prime numbers or relatively prime numbers. If 1 is the only common factor of two numbers, then the two numbers are said to be relatively prime or co-prime numbers. So here the factors in both of them should be only 1. So such type of numbers are called as co-prime numbers. For example, we have 4 and 9. 4 factors are 1, 2 and 4. 9 factors are 1, 3 and 9. Here the common factor is 1. So 4 and 9 are co-prime numbers. In the similar way, we have 15 and 14 as co-prime numbers. From practice set 10, question number 2, sub-question 1. 8 and 14. Here the factors of 48 are 1, 2, 4 and 8. Factors of 14 are 1, 2, 7 and 14. Common factors here are 1 and 2. Therefore, 8 and 14 are not co-prime numbers. Next question we have is 4 and 5. Factors of 4 are 1, 2 and 4. Factors of 5 are 1 and 5. Here the common factor is only 1. So 4 and 5 are co-prime numbers. You can solve other two sums from page number 15. Now let's have a look on twin prime numbers or twin primes. If the difference between a pair of prime numbers is 2, they are called as twin prime numbers. For example, we have over here 3 and 5. 3 and 5 are prime numbers, and the difference between them, that is 5 minus 3, is equal to 2. So their difference is 2. Therefore, 3 and 5 are twin prime numbers. Next example we have is 11 and 13. The difference between them is 2. So 11 and 13 are twin prime numbers. On the screen we have the examples of twin prime numbers between 1 and 100. Now let's learn about how to factorize a number into its prime factors. Factors are numbers you can multiply together to get the number as the product. Any composite number can be written as the product of prime numbers. Prime factorization means finding the unique set of prime numbers that multiply up to a given composite number. For example, 18. If I want to find out the prime factors of 18, I know 2 into 9 is 18. We also know 2 is a prime number. 9 is a composite number. 9 can be again be written as 3 into 3. So 18 can be split into 2 into 3 into 3. That is equal to 18. So here the product that we got is 18 with all the prime numbers. One more example we have is 48. Let's see what is the prime factorization of 48. We know 4 into 12 is 48. 4 and 12 both are composite numbers. 4 can be written as 2 into 2 and 12 can be written as 2 into 6. 6 is a composite number, so it can again be split into 2 into 3. So the product form of 48 is 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 3. This is the horizontal method of prime factorization. We also have the vertical method to factorize the prime number. This is the vertical method to find out the prime factors. If we take the example 20, first we need to draw a vertical line. On the right hand side we need to write 20 or any other number that needs to be factorized. Then we will have to find the smallest possible prime number which can be exactly divisible by 20 without any remainder. 20 is a prime number and there is 0 in the units place. So we can divide it by 2. So 2 needs to be written on the left hand side. After dividing 20, what answer that we get, the quotient that we get, needs to be written below 20. Now we got the answer or the quotient as 10. Again 10 needs to be divided by the smallest prime number. It can be divided by 10. So we get the answer 5. So 5 needs to be written just below 10. Now 5 itself is a prime number. So it can be divisible by itself. So the answer that we get is 1. So the prime factors of 20 are 2 into 2 into 5. The next example is taken from practice set 11. Question number 2. 57. So vertical line is drawn. 57 is written on the right hand side. 57 is an odd number. So it is divided by 3. We get the answer 19. Now 19 itself is a prime number. So it is divided by itself. So the prime factors of 57 are 3 into 19. Question number 5 is 216. Vertical line is drawn. 216 is written on the right hand side. 216 is an even number. 6 is in the units place, so it can be divided by 2. When we divide it by 2, we get the answer 108. 108 again is an even number. 8 is there in the units place, so it can be divided by 2. We get the answer 54. 54 is again an even number, so it is divided by 2. We get the answer 27. 27 is an odd number, so we divide it by 3. After dividing it by 3, we get the answer 9. 9 is completely divisible by 3. We get the answer 3. Now 3 itself is a prime number, so 3 is divided by itself, so the quotient is 1. So the prime factors of 216 are 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 3. Next we have is question number 7, 765. 765 is divisible by 3. So we divide it by 3 and the quotient we get is 255. 255 is again divided by 3. We get the quotient as 85. 5 is in the units place, so it can be divided by 5. So the quotient we get is 17. 17 is a prime number, so it is itself being divided. So the prime factors of 765 are 3 into 3 into 5 into 17. Next we have is question number 9, 377. 377 is an odd number and it is not divisible by 2, 3, 5, 7 and 11. It is divisible by 13. So when we divide it by 13, we get the quotient as 29. 29 is a prime number, so we get the quotient 1. Prime factors of 377 are 13, 29, 13 into 29. So today we have learned about how to find out the twin prime numbers and how to factorize a given number by horizontal and vertical method. You all can solve the practice set number 10 and 11. Thank you everyone.